everyone, welcome. I hope that you're doing really well today. Today we are here for my week in review. If you are new to my channel, this is where I like to go over the things that I have used through the past week. Some products are new to me, some products are just already in my collection and I haven't used them in a while, whether it be a skin change, a season change, or, which is normally what it is, it has just gotten shoved to the back and replaced with the latest new things. So if you are interested in my week in review, then please keep watching. Let's start off with foundation. Now I have started doing a Shop My Stash because I know what a sneaky person I am and I like to play games with myself. I will tell you that I have to do it a little differently than other people do it. When I do my week in review, I am actually going to be taking the things that I use through the week and I'm going to be putting them in a cute little container and I'm going to be putting them in a place in my closet, because if I put them in my regular flow, I will keep going back to those because that's just what I do. For me, I'm going to be able to go through and get use out of more of my products because I have a lot, and I have a lot that are just sitting in drawers, and that's just not right. So yeah, I will share with you the things that I use this week, give you a quick rundown on them, what's staying, what isn't. First up is foundation. So I just self-tanned. So for the first part of the week, I was using the lighter shade, which is Silk. And it is pretty close to what I am without a self-tan. Now, I did have to bring this guy in. This is Camel. And these are the Bare Minerals barePro foundations. So I did go in and add some of my NYX Pro Foundation mixer in. I used my olive shade to get the color that I had today. I noticed after about 20 minutes of having it on that it did oxidize a little bit on me, and I don't remember, it's been like since I first got them that I used this, but I don't remember it oxidizing before. That was a little bit of a pain, but I did just tone that down a little bit with some powder and it was no big deal. I do like these. I am going to keep them. Once I get through my foundations, then we're going to really get down to the nitty-gritty, but so far they are staying. I also used my Revlon ColorStay. Can I just say, I never thought this would be in one of my videos. I never had luck with Revlon ColorStay before. After my skin changed and it's more normal to combination, more combination oily this time of the year, fall and winter, I'm more normal. Still slight combination, but not as much as it's about to be. This just wears beautifully. I don't know if it's the change in my skin or if it's the change in the formula of the Revlon, but I really do enjoy this. And I think I have a darker shade in there, but nevertheless, this is going in the closet for a while because I've used it and now it must go and I must pull something else out. Okay, let's talk concealer now. I pulled the Bare Minerals bareSkin concealers. I have fair and I have light. I have these on today. They are very nice concealers. These are a little more of what I thought the NARS creamy concealers were going to be. They're creamy and they even have a little bit of a sheen, but they are very flattering to the under eye area and I feel like they have a nice wear time. So I am pleased with these, and these are staying. Other concealer that I chose out of my drawer was this. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is the one in the pot. And now, like I said, I just recently self-tanned just a couple days ago. This was so, it's in the color Chantilly. This was so light. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I can't say anything about the consistency. I can't say anything about it making my under eyes look dry or aged by any means, but it was just the color that I did not like. But this is staying and it's not going in the closet because what I am doing with this now is when I want to do a cut crease or I want to add some glitter or pigment to my lid, I take and I carve out where I want that. Number one, it cancels out the other shadow to keep the lighter sparkly that I'm putting on more bright and more vivid, but it also gives it an extra little base to cling to. So I have been loving it for that. But since I'm not using it as a concealer, I'm going to keep it out. It's not going in the closet. Let's talk blush. I actually pulled out a little trio last week, and I think I only used it one day, so I'm going to keep that out. I pulled out one single blush, and this is the one I've been using the whole time. This is Butter Blush from Physicians Formula, and it is in Rosy Pink. Whoops, that brush just gets me every time. And it is what I have on my cheeks today. It is beautiful. I really do like this pink. The bronzers that I used this week, I used the Sun Lover bronzer from Catrice. This is such a pretty, very cost-friendly bronzer. I think it's under $6. Maybe, I know it's under 10, but I think it's under 6. This is just beautiful, and it just gives your skin, because of the swirls and the collar, it has just the slightest bit of sheen, not glitter, just a tiny bit of sheen. It just looks so pretty. It just kind of brightens your skin in a very, very slight way and just makes you look healthy. I really do like this. It's going to make me sad to make it go because I pull that one out quite often. This is new, and I actually haven't even hauled this yet, and it's going in the closet. This is the Too Faced Unicorn Tears bronzer, and I really do like him. He's gorgeous on. It has a really pretty glow to it. It's a little bit deeper than the Catrice. It makes me sad that he's leaving so soon. He just got here. He's going to think I don't love him. And for highlight, I hate this to go. This is the Day Glow from Milani. Isn't that just so pretty? I mean, I just think it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Something else that I just recently got and I have been using a good bit this week. This is from the Smashbox and Vlada. Am I saying that correctly? This is in the Petal Metal line, and this is in Bloom. This is a really pretty color. Oh, there's a place I missed with my tan. We'll just use that. I mean, that is a gorgeous color. It doesn't stay on me a long time. This is one that I would have to take with me and reapply quite often. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm not used to that with a liquid lipstick. But it's a beautiful color, and I really do enjoy it. But it is one that does transfer, and it does not stay on your lips, and it does need to be reapplied. For the palettes of the week, I used the Tarte Shape Tape today. I used this little family right here. I used this as my bronzer. I use this on my brow bone. I use this as my transition color, and I use this in my crease because I also pulled in the Affirmation palette from Makeup Revolution, and I used some of the colors in this palette. And they have been wearing very nicely. They were really easy to work with. I pulled out too many palettes, so I'm actually going to keep these two out and see what they're like to work with a couple more days, because I also used my White Peach palette this week, and I do enjoy this palette a lot. I mixed these two colors together. It was so pretty on the lid. Okay, so I just went shopping, and this is what I'm going to be using this week in my Shopping My Stash. The foundations that I picked out, I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect, Porcelain, and Warm Beige, so I'll be able to mix up whatever I need there. I'm also going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter. I had also pulled out my Estee Lauder Double Wear last week, and I did not get to use that, and it's probably too light for me now, so I'll just use some of my mixing drops because they really don't affect the formula of the foundation. So these are my foundations for this next week. My concealers are going to be my Makeup Revolution. I have 2 of those concealers I'll be using. I also have 2 all-nighter concealers I will be using, and then I have this from IT Cosmetics CC Eye Cream SPF of 50. So I will be trying these concealers this week and seeing how they work for me. As far as for my bronzers, no, my blushes this week, I pulled out 2 of my Laura Geller blushes. This one is Blush and Brighten in Roseberry, and this is Blush and Brighten in Sunswept. And then I pulled out my NARS blush in Orgasm. I love this. I pulled this out from Sephora. This is Orange Pop. And then bronzers, I pulled out my Sonia Kashuk, my cream bronzer. And then I pulled out this Wet n Wild Capricorn in Bear in Mind. And then I have a Too Faced Milk Soleil bronzer that I'm going to be using also. Highlights, I'm going to be trying this Petal Metal from Smashbox again. I also have this Hard Candy in Rose Gold Highlight right here. And I also have the Maybelline Masterclass Chrome in Rose Gold. I love this. I had also this past week pulled out my Kat Von D, my Center Saint palette. I did not have a chance to use that, so this will be staying this week so I can use it. I'm also wanting to use my Makeup Revolution, use that a little bit more because I only tried that. I only used that one day. I also wanted to play around a little more with the palette with the with the Petal Metal palette. I wanted to play with that a little bit more. I had also just bought these. These are from Koki Cosmetics. These are their artist palettes. They just looked beautiful. Utopia. Ooh, look at those colors. Okay, let's do a swatch here. Wow. Okay. I see you. So I want to give that a try. Then they had Peachy Queen palette. Oh my goodness. Aren't those pretty? Okay, so there's some swatches from this palette. This is Treasured, and that one is Treasured. And there's some swatches from that one. So I'm looking forward to trying these out, seeing what I think of those. I think that's it. I don't want to pick out lipsticks or lippies because I kind of just decide that after my face is done. But what I do choose, I will be putting in with the rest that I've used for that week. I just always wait till my look's done. Okay, thank you all so much for joining me in my week in review. I hope that you really did enjoy it. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Have a great start to your week, and I'll see you in the next video.